We have two candidates for Supervisor, 3rd District for the County of San Mateo, and the candidates are on my immediate left, Don Horsley, and to his left, April Vargas. Numbers have been drawn in advance to determine the order of the opening statements and the order of responding to questions, and we'll begin now with opening statements, starting with Mr. Horsley.
Well, thank you, and thank the League of Women Voters for sponsoring this tonight, and thank all of you for coming. I know you could also be watching the San Francisco Giants or the debate with the governors, but you came here, so I really appreciate you coming here. Well, for the past 44 years, I've worked hard to find new solutions to problems that they said could not be done. Now, for example, I've helped expand health care for women and children. I've improved schools. I've advanced women in law enforcement careers. And when they said it could not be done, I balanced budgets totaling hundreds of millions of dollars and making tough decisions on an annual basis for nearly 14 years on an annual basis. As supervisor, I'll lead efforts to stimulate our local economy, fostering green technology and biotech industries that are located here in San Mateo County. I'll review all county programs to ensure that they are effective and that they are spending taxpayers' money wisely. I will fight to prevent cuts to parks, recreation, law enforcement, firefighters. I think we've all seen how important firefighters are in the recent tragedy in San Bruno, and I'll also protect public health as well. And lastly, I'll protect the natural beauty of the San Mateo County coastline. And as your former sheriff, public safety is, of course, one of my top priorities, and I have the knowledge and experience to keep our families, our neighborhoods, and our community safe. But let me give you some specifics and not just rhetoric. When they said I couldn't solve the murder rate in East Palo Alto and balance the budget, I cut overtime, cut take-home cars, worked with the deputies union to roll back a scheduled raise, and at the same time, I reorganized the sheriff's department, sent 18 deputy sheriffs to that city, and I also organized a regional law enforcement response to that city, and I dramatically reduced crime and the murder rate. And most recently, in my current position, I'm on the Sequoia Healthcare District, and when we heard that our school districts were being hard hit by this year's budget, I worked with the healthcare district to make sure that we could fund things like school nurses, school counselors, PE teachers. We gave $1.5 million to 4 school districts in this area, including the Redwood Shores Belmont School District. Lastly, I'd like to say that I'm supported by nurses, firefighters, Congresswoman Anna, Jackie Spear and Anna Eshue, as well as mayors, city council people up and down the county. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everybody. I, too, would like to thank the League of Women Voters for holding this forum. It's so important that voters get a chance to look at the candidates that want to represent them, and it's great that we have such a wonderful turnout here in Redwood Shores tonight. My name is April Vargas, and I'm running for San Mateo County Supervisor. I've been a small business owner for over 30 years, and in order to succeed, I've had to learn how to provide a quality service and live within a budget, especially during periods of economic uncertainty. This has influenced my beliefs about the way local government should be run during these times of decreasing revenues and increasing needs. I've been talking with residents all over the county over the last 10 months, and they agree that fixing our budget has got to be the #1 priority for the county. I have a 7-point plan to get San Mateo County working again. We need to balance the budget. We need to streamline county services to make sure that we're using taxpayer money efficiently. We need to reform our pension system so that we don't go bankrupt. We need to keep public safety a priority. Develop a reasonable plan to eliminate the deficit before we ask residents to pay more taxes. We need to make the county an environmental leader to bring good jobs into the region, and we need to grow responsibly while protecting our coast and our baylands. I've been a community leader working on regional issues for over 15 years, and I currently serve on several boards and commissions. I'm a former elected official chosen by voters to represent an area, an unincorporated area, that's dependent on the county for all major public services. I understand county government as a constituent and as a decision maker. That's why I've been endorsed by the Democratic Party, the Sierra Club, former Congressmember Pete McCloskey, the Women's Campaign Forum, Peninsula Democratic Caucus, Democracy for America, and the Green Party of San Mateo County, among hundreds of others countywide. I'd be honored to have your support as well. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Ms. Vargas.